This is our Plant Resource Manager PRM software from Yokogawa to access HART instruments. And first I will search for the tag. For that I will go to Edit and then select Facility and Inspection Browser. Open this. Here we have to enter the required tag number. What is our tag number? Simply I write 1217C and then click search. Now we can see the tag device tag. It is 41TI1217C. Double click here and select the tag. On the right side you can see the details like communication type HART, device comment TT, that means temperature transmitter, and select DTM works. It will open the HART window. It will support HART protocol. It will fetch all the data of the transmitter using HART protocol. Remember that. Nothing but your HART communicator. We are accessing the data using a computer from the control room itself instead of going to the field. See, the data is updated here and you can see different parameters. For example, you can see sensor 1, that is the process temperature measured by the temperature sensor. In this case, we are using RTD for measuring the temperature. It is connected to the sensor 1 of the transmitter. And you can see the PV, this is the process variable PV, and what is the value? 30.43 degrees centigrades. And what is the equivalent analog output? It is 5.22 milliampere, and in percentage it is 7.61%. The sensor range is 0 to 400 degrees centigrade. You can see these parameters details using HART communicator also. This transmitter using 4 to 20 milliamp signals for sending the measured process temperature to the DCS system. Now we have to do the configuration for the HART protocol in order to receive the HART variables in the DCS system. And we have to enable the HART burst mode. Remember that. Depending on the instrument model, version, some options may vary. For example, in this transmitter right now, there is no separate burst mode available. So we can directly configure the HART variables. Otherwise, first you have to enable the HART burst mode. Remember that. If you see here, there are two values here. One is sensor 1, which is 30.42 degrees centigrade, and this is the real process parameter measured temperature from the RTD. Remember that. And every instrument, smart instrument, nowadays equipped with a internal temperature sensor. So we can know the temperature value inside the transmitter, and this is called terminal temperature. Remember the difference between these two temperatures. One is process temperature and one is transmitter temperature. Okay. Now what I will do, I will fetch both these values in the DCS system. Okay, for that we have to go to variable mappings. Okay, and this is the variable mapping. And in this variable mappings, we have four variables: primary, secondary, third, and fourth variables. That means we can use and we can configure up to four variables. Remember that. If you see in the primary variable PV, here PV means primary variable. It is sensor 1 selected, and secondary variable it is terminal temperature. And we are not using third variable and fourth variable in this transmitter. If you want, you can do the variable remapping. You can select the variable remapping and you can do the required selection as per your requirement. Okay. And here I'm just using sensor 1 temperature, which is process temperature, and second one terminal temperature. I am using the PV and SV, primary and secondary variables of this transmitter. Remember, if you have a burst mode available, you have to enable it. Otherwise, it will not work. In this transmitter, I don't have any separate burst mode. That is why there is no option to enable. Okay. And if you remember the values, 30 point something is the process temperature, 32 is a terminal temperature. Okay. And that's it. The configuration in the transmitter is completed. Remember, you can do the same configuration using your HART communicator. You can connect your HART communicator to the transmitter and search for the options. Two options. First one, enable burst mode, HART burst mode. Second one, map the required parameter in the variables. You can use any variable, primary, secondary, third, fourth, any variable you can use. In the next video, I will go to the DCS software and I will do the remaining configuration there. Thank you.